everybody, how's it going? Stormedegree 14 here. Welcome back to another reaction video. Now, today's episode, we're actually going to be watching Nostalgia Critics. As you can tell, based on the hat on my head, I'm guessing you know which video we're doing. So, I'm actually very excited. I love the movie Elf. I am one of the people who loves it. I've been told that there's a lot of division between the movie and whatnot. Me and my family really love the movie. We think it's very funny and entertaining. I've actually seen the behind the scenes from it, from the Netflix show, and I'm actually very excited to see what Nostalgia Critic thinks of it. I mean, luckily, whether he craps on it, whether he loves it, either way, I'll still love it because I love it that much. But with that being said, make sure to watch the original video before watching my reaction. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Nostalgia Critic and Channel Awesome before like and subscribing to me. And make sure to give everyone the support they needed. With that being said, let's get on with the reaction in 3, 2, 1. Hey, Doug.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
Right.
December, I should change.
Okay, it's confirmed.
The answers would disturb you.
So Doug's the Terminator. Got it.
Anyway, I'm excited because the Christmas season is back in full swing, and you know what that means.
Christmas movies and Christmas Santa.
Merry Christmas. There,
Santa Christ.
On to the review.
No, Santa Christ,
Actually,
don't be mean to him.
do old SC a favor.
Damn, I knew this was more than a cameo.
One of my disciple elves has always wanted to see the world.
Hi, I'm Betty!
Congrats. Follow your dreams and leave me out of it.
She
Yep.
wants to learn how the real world operates.
Dude, I make my living on the internet. The exact opposite of the real world.
But think of all
That's a
the
good point.
cute possibilities!
I guess something funny could come of this.
Good. See you in a week.
A week?
Jeez.
Hey, who's this?
I'm Betty, the disciple elf. Is this your TV?
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have TVs at the North Jerusalem. Is this your magic wand to turn it on?
Yes.
Guess you could call it that.
Sarah's really doing well on this.
It's like a flat Christmas pageant,
Oh,
but they talk about things other than Christmas.
We won't get copyrighted from that small clip, will we?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of adorable.
Yeah, I wonder why Santa Claus was so eager to get rid of her.
The yellow sponge is talking.
Yeah, okay, There's a laugh track?
Wow, what is this amazing invention I see before me?
It's a pen!
Wow, we only write with the spit of blueberry fairies.
Oh.
Really?
Yes, and the feather of a reindeer angel for the quill.
Reindeer Angel.
Maybe she just had a random spaz attack earlier.
Yay! Pens are great!
Okay, I get the allegory.
What is going on here? Why is she acting so crazy? And what's with that laugh track?
Well, it looks like before she was a disciple elf, she worked
Yeah.
on Saturday Night Live.
Oh.
So sometimes she's entertaining us, and other times
She's entertaining a live audience.
This
Yeah.
is the happiest day of my life, and when I'm happy, I fart candy canes.
Oh. No.
Wow. I mean, that's atrocious, but it's loving too.
It's like Hop the Easter Bunny. Ugh, no. Okay, Tamara, we get it now.
Hate her.
Good. You can have an emotional arc with her.
Wait, I don't want to be the one to have to look after her. Why can't you do it?
Because he has to make the video. Oh. Jeez.
Okay, I'll look after her.
Damn, Doug.
What's that?
My hand.
Ugh. Okay. I get it.
Okay, so I'm really not shocked if somebody didn't like Elf.
Alright. So.
The 2003 smash hit put both Will Ferrell and Jon Favreau on the map as unlikely cinematic draws. The
True.
simple concept about an elf who's really a grown human being going to New York to find his dad sounds harmless enough, and to many it was. It won over a fair amount of adults and definitely a ton of kids, mainly from Will Ferrell's larger-than-life performance. But
True.
after years of being overplayed, overquoted, and yes, overshouted by millions of kids, the movie got on a lot of people's nerves.
Okay.
I remember seeing it and not really liking the movie as much as Ferrell's performance. Now looking back almost 20 years later, It's both a little better and a little worse than I remember. Bottom line, when the movie is trying to be big, a clear influence, I think it's pretty likable. When it's trying to be early 2000s SNL,
Right.
it's kind of a pain. As silly as it looks, it actually is an interesting film to look over, and that's what we're gonna do
I mean,
today.
it's an interesting concept.
That is,
So-
if I don't get interrupted.
Hopefully not.
What's that?
That's you.
Okay.
But the kids love her. Let's
Jeez.
take a look at Elf.
Calm down.
Bob Newhart plays Papa Elf, and right off the bat I can say while the story is fine, I don't think the writing is that great. Newhart can literally get a laugh pretending to be on the phone. He's perfected the art of saying better than Goldblum. I know what
Oh.
I said! Here, I'm ready to laugh at anything
That's a
funny
big
he
thing
says,
there.
and they literally give him nothing funny to say. You wasted your Newhart.
Another interesting elf-ism. There are only 3 jobs available to an elf.
I feel like I'm watching the geriatric porn parody. Except that one
Jeez.
gets more laughs. The look of the film is pretty fun, though. It looks like they use CG only when they have to in this opening, and the rest of the time they either create sets satirizing the old Rudolph specials, or they
Right.
even use stop motion. Again, they almost never say anything funny, but
Actually, what's interesting is that this beginning stop motion stuff was actually said to be done within like literally 20 to 48 hours. All this was a last minute thing from what I remember from like watching the behind the scenes film. It was kind of interesting actually. It was, like that was an incredible lot of work just for this one moment.
represent, I guess.
But
To go to sleep.
At an orphanage, Santa, played by a sometimes terrifying Ed Asner. I didn't use Chips Ahoy, so I'm taking the kid. Accidentally gets a baby in his bag and brings him to the North Pole.
how?
Santa had a decision to make. Fortunately, when it comes to babies, Santa's a pushover.
Meanwhile, the orphanage
What?
had him illegally declared dead after a few years, but the opening credits are cuter shown on greeting cards than milk cartons.
True.
They named the baby Buddy as he grows up over the years through some surprisingly well-aged effects, until he eventually becomes Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, from
but actually, I think what they mainly used was a lot of perspective stuff, like because, like again, everybody else is normal sized, and they used perspective changes to make him look big, which was honestly really clever. And yeah, I can agree, it definitely seems like it's aged well.
For most people, he's either what makes or breaks this film, and honestly, I find I like him when he's legit believable. Yes, I use the word believable. It's clear humans and elves age differently in this world. He's still
Right.
in school with little kids as a grown man. So
Sure.
most of the movie, he acts like a little kid, and when he plays that straight, it's kind of endearing.
I thought the
Yeah.
magical reindeer made the sleigh fly.
And where do the reindeer get their magic from?
Christmas spirit. Everybody knows that.
I could easily see a little kid saying these lines that way.
True.
I'll also admit, I just find earnestness funny. And there are several times where his naive optimism wins me over.
A lot of people down south don't believe in Santa Claus.
What?
Oh,
Everyone thinks the movie is nothing but him yelling, but there are plenty of moments where he acts, dare I say it, a tad subtle.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's the point. I mean, for the yelling stuff, I don't know just yet, but yeah, him acting like a kid character in this way also works pretty well. So yeah.
With that said, there are plenty of moments where he does scream, and they usually don't work.
Fair enough, I
Dude,
guess.
Thinking Santa is an imposter later in the movie, I buy that. This would be his reaction.
Yeah.
But when he's told his biological father is on the naughty list,
I mean, that's a pretty good one.
that's not how a little kid would react. That's Will Ferrell being wacky. And yeah, I'll be the first to say I'm one who's done a lot of over-the-top reactions,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna guess in the 15 years doing this, they haven't all worked. But the truth is, I do give credit to those who go big because there is a lot to risk.
There is.
A really quiet, subtle form of comedy is dry, respectable, and usually has a hard time getting noticed.
True.
Because of this, big reactions are seen as cheap, easy laughs. I get it.
But that's the thing. If a quiet joke doesn't work,
I mean, I guess, yeah, it is a bit a big reaction. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say this since I'm doing a reaction video. I guess I'm kind of ruining the purpose, but I mean, and the reaction doesn't have to be big to be likable. I try to react to things as best as I can. Like, I don't try to make it over the top and wacky like some people. I just give you my honest reaction. So, well, I get you. Sorry, I talked too much about me. The point is, agree that a big reaction can often be seen as a cheap laugh, indeed. I mean, it's clear that they're doing it to try and give to get a bigger reaction out of the people by putting a bigger reaction in themselves, so that makes sense.
You usually don't risk that much. If a loud joke doesn't work, you look like an obnoxious ass.
Not to say
True.
deadpan humor can't have its risks, but loud humor, you can lose your audience just as quickly as you can have them gravitate towards you.
So I can't just dismiss when someone puts all their energy into a bit. But I can say when it wins me over and when it doesn't. And yeah, don't worry, we're still gonna address those moments. Once Buddy discovers the truth, he decides he should go to New York to find his biological father. And I'll just say it, I don't understand this joke.
The narwhal.
Bye, buddy.
Hope
Thanks,
you find
Mr.
your
Narwhal.
dad.
Yeah, I really thought Dr. Manhattan's dick was gonna rise up and kill him. Did that ever get a punchline?
It's a narwhal tusk. It's
We
not.
just
It's
walked
not
from
supposed
the
to be
North Pole
funny.
to New York. Like I said, the story layout is pretty
It was just a show off of stop motion.
great. But I will admit, it could be a little meaner. Like this scene where he tries to hug a raccoon.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, was that a real raccoon they used and then it was a stuffy when they cut it?
Meaner.
I gotta
Like
take a
this
look.
scene where he tries to hug a raccoon.
Yeah, that seems like a real raccoon there. And that seems like the stuffy section. So who knows?
He should have scratches on his face and be walking with a limp.
True.
That's what I mean when I say the writing needs to be a bit more cynical. Or how about this scene where he gets to New York and naturally you get a montage of all the things he doesn't understand.
What?
To me, him laughing isn't that funny. What is funny is how is he gonna pay for that shoe shine?
That is a good point.
Imagine him saying he doesn't know what money is, or he tries to pay him with a hug or candy or something, and the guy whoops his ass or chases after him. That would have been hilarious.
That'd
Some
be a
of
good
these
one.
jokes are mistaking the setup for the payoff, and it does get distracting time to time.
Oh.
Yes, more of that, please. On that note,
Damn,
all these
Doug.
scenes do kind
Violent.
of feel like dated prank videos, and okay, let's just start it. Here's a count of all the moments that scarred
Ew.
parents because their kids try to reenact it in real life.
Wait, really? Oh, well, that one, yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, that's a requirement as a kid. Whenever you see that, at least do that once. I mean, I've seen comedy jokes of people getting stuck in those. Also, look at him, he's kind of floating off the trash can there.
Don't think actual puking isn't included. I hear some of this was improvised, which, again, really shows. I do feel like he has too much SNL at him at this point. Which is fine for a live show, but here... Oh, who am I kidding? This is subtle compared to what other New Yorkers do.
Oh, yeah. An Elmo. Yeah.
Finally meets up with his dad, played by James Caan. And I'll admit, when I first saw it, I completely missed the comedic genius of this performance.
And what is
When
it?
you're young, you're watching Ferrell. When you're older, you're watching Caan. Remember when I was saying there's an art to subtle reactions? Well, I'll just say it. Caan masters that more than Ferrell masters loud reactions. Ferrell's humor is hit and miss in this. Almost everything from Caan hits a perfect bullseye.
Oh.
If you were told he thought the camera wasn't rolling and this was his legit reaction to first seeing Ferrell in that costume.
Right, let's get it over with.
Wouldn't you believe it? James Caan looks
Honestly,
like he's
yeah,
on
I
his way
would.
to another...
I think that was... No, that wasn't the thing. I think in behind the scenes, they talked about how he honestly was... I mean, and not to be mean to him, but they stated that it was a bit difficult to work around how he acts stuff. And again, that's no offense toward him. He's a great actor. But maybe that was the thing. Maybe he was not used to just, like, child movie stuff. But honestly, yeah, his reactions are great.
set, and this goddamn elf movie keeps screwing with him whenever he walks by. I don't even think he knows he's in a movie. It's like a Bullfinger Christmas. Look at these reactions and tell me they're not gold.
Where'd you get this picture? Papa Elf gave it to me.
Yeah, that's what makes these great.
And go ice skating and maybe even hold hands.
No.
Come on, it's lovely weather.
Remember Steve Buscemi watching that landlord's
Oh.
dance in The Big Lebowski? Imagine that's a whole performance. He throws out Buddy, but he makes his way to a mall where they, of course,
Oh.
mistake him as an employee at Santa's Village. Again, you don't need much explaining there. That's surprisingly organic.
Yeah.
That said, really, Farrell, you don't need to try this hard. That one usually comes with a trip to the ER. That one too. And despite it being another Scream, I do buy you would be excited Santa's coming there.
Yeah. Yep, the iconic moment.
Okay,
I
you're
know
fine
him.
there. But you do need to cut away faster, because it is almost looking like a horror film.
Why are you smiling like that?
I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
Yeah.
Can I kiss you?
Oh, no, don't show that,
Chanel's
please.
nightmare eyes are in this too.
Are you enjoying the view?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so he's just like, and the other is just like, I see dead people. Oh man, yeah, that's true. That's pretty fun. That's
She
pretty
should have been
funny.
the scary thing in the happening. In fact, you're sure these genres weren't switched?
No.
I'm just trying to get through the holidays.
This is Jovi, and she has the holiday blues, but Buddy tells her all she needs to do is sing to lift her spirits.
I'm singing. I'm in a store and I'm singing.
Being a
No.
parent in a world with this movie is hard.
Yeah.
Buddy does get a chance to hear her sing as she showers in the ladies' room.
Oh no.
Well, I can't enjoy this problematic scene. Oh, not because there's a man watching a woman shower, that's fine. But because she's singing Baby It's Cold Outside. Enjoy voting for Trump movie! On
Oh.
that note, again.
Okay, we didn't need to go there, I think. But yeah. That was a I mean, that scene was a funny payoff though.
You sure I didn't put on this elf? But it's cool. She forgives him ridiculously fast.
You sure it had nothing to do with the fact that I was naked in the shower?
I didn't know you were naked.
We elves all shower together,
Oh.
regardless of sex.
No.
In
Oh.
warm milk. It's kind of a
Stop
cult.
it, Doug. I don't want to imagine that.
You built this? They're kind of pissed about this.
Really?
No. Let's go back to the shower thing, because, okay, on the one hand, I'm glad they don't waste too much screen time on this. It might have gotten a little boring, but on
Right.
the other hand, he was watching her shower. She got past this way too quick.
You're not wrong.
Santa apparently arrives, but he doesn't put together it's all an act for the kids and gets angry at the imposter. Again, I think this scene works because it's believable and, yeah, a little mean.
How can you
Yeah.
live with yourself? Just cool it, Zippy. You
You don't sound like Santa. You smell like ham and cheese. Santa doesn't smell like that. He's probably going to say that right now, but I wanted to say it anyways.
sit on a throne of lies.
Oh.
Yeah, but that one's pretty funny. I'll let it slide.
You sit on the throne of lies. Oh, yeah.
I also think how
Oh.
these kids are horrified, but then start cheering when it gets violent. Again, they can see real comedy too.
The guy's face.
Are you sure? Because strangely, the best Santa Clauses are violent.
Wow. I can't believe I didn't put that together, but he's not wrong. I mean, I guess going back to what Doug said, that yeah, I get that the scene that if the scene is more believable, then yeah, I mean, but I mean, he's supposed to be like, his mentality is supposed to be matched with that of the elves at that age. Yeah, he's a grown man at that age, and as we saw back when he was at the school, that the elves like are still technically children, even though he's like 20 or 30 right now in that picture. So I'm guessing he's just trying to match that mentality still. But then again, like, what kind of education would that? Because, I mean, to be fair, yeah, even little kids don't really react to that. So I guess that's what he's saying. Honestly, it's still fun to see. You know, yeah, that scene with Santa was definitely one of my favorites. Just him ruining stuff for the other kids just for that, but. There's enough about that. Let me, I have to skip this ad here because nobody wants to see that. 1 second. And I know he puts work into advertising this stuff, yes. But I would prefer not to take his revenue away. Alright, back to it.
Buddy's dad bails him out of prison. Yeah, they cut the scene where he encounters a male prostitute wearing the same outfit.
Oh,
And upon
jeez.
research, he realizes he might be the son he never knew he had.
Okay.
Hi, I'm the script doctor, but I think the way things are going, I'll be the director by the end of this.
No, you can't. Can you just sit still?
Why is there a skeleton
I
on the
don't
wall?
know what. Walter,
If I
could you
squint, it looks like a
please?
pirate
Could you
flag.
please?
This is like a Rankin Bass version of Rain Man.
Oh.
Fun fact, Khan apparently turned his head away from the camera because he was laughing so hard here.
Oh.
I feel like this film is doing something right.
Yeah, their dynamic is really funny.
Blood test shows he is in fact his son. He takes him in to live with his family. Led by Mary Steenburgen, again desperately trying to elevate the afterthought role she was given.
You like sugar, huh?
We elves try to stick to the 4 main food groups: candy, candy canes, candy corns, and syrup.
I think the poster would look more like this if that was true.
No, he'd be dead by then. That was always the one thing I realized that didn't age well with this, is that immediately it screams diabetes to me when he said all that. So yeah. My gosh, that would be funny, seeing a fat elf.
Are you crazy? He cannot stay here.
Walter, he's your son.
We don't even have enough money to put soda in our glasses.
Okay, you're trying to
Just put it on there. After leaving the Zool building. No, really, that's the Zool building. Man, this could have been a different movie. Buddy hangs out with Michael, but is attacked by bullies with snowballs.
Well, dang. How many people
Jesus,
are there?
There wasn't this much flying weaponry in Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
They used all the good effects in the opening because...
Yeah.
Don't worry, Favreau will get much better effects in the future, and all it'll cost him is a good movie.
Yeah. Not... I'd rather have a good movie. Thank you very much, Doug. Sorry. And... bullseye!
Copyright expired.
Yep.
His dad takes him to work, where we encounter Amy Sedaris, Kyle Gass, and Andy Richter. None of them allowed to be funny, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't like just seeing them.
My 2 top writers. You came in here pitching me the idea of hiring another writer. Yeah.
Also, I'm trying to become a thing. Please help me become a thing.
So you need Richard to leave Conan O'Brien's and... No.
He gets the mailroom dancing to Whoomp There It Is because we're 1993. But again, it's worth it for Khan's underreaction.
Yeah. He's like, what? No.
It cut away before he stormed off set. Admit it, every scene looks like that's about to happen.
It
But
does.
He works up the nerve to ask Jovi out. And I guess their chemistry is pretty weak because I didn't even remember them going out in this. I'll give Zoe credit. She is trying hard to make all these scenes that would turn every woman away look charming and delightful.
I mean, yeah.
She's thinking, okay, in the final version, they are gonna CG him out with an alien.
Oh,
right?
no, no,
Next day, a
no.
big-time writer named Miles Finch, played by Peter Dinklage, tries to help Buddy's father
boy.
with his dwindling business, and I won't lie, I had a ton of jokes ready about why this scene wouldn't age well.
I didn't know you had elves working here.
Oh, no.
But it actually held up better than I thought.
Well, I mean, I think this one gets a fair pass. A fair enough pass, I mean.
It works because there's 2 polar opposite mindsets fighting each other, and both are funny. You got Farrell earnestly thinking he's met someone from home and being really, really kind. And Dinklage thinking he's mocking him and honestly acting like a saint for the early moments.
You're hilarious, my friend.
Does Santa know that you left the workshop?
You know, we're all laughing our heads off.
Then you got Dinklage snapping and going after him, and Farrell completely confused about why this is happening. Why is his friend from home ripping him to shreds for his compliments?
Yeah.
Add Khan's performance, who has more layers in his reactions than creases on his forehead, and you get a pretty hilarious moment.
You do.
He thinks he's an elf.
Yeah, that'll fix it up. Sometimes this movie just works.
Yeah.
Maybe the writing in this is better than I thought. It's not like they used the 3 laziest words in plot exposition.
As you know, we need a big launch fast.
Back in the shit pile.
Oh, come on.
Dad.
It's trying its best
he ran
here.
away.
Thank God. Oh, I mean, thank God.
If you want to keep your job, Hobbs, you will pitch me this book right now.
We get that lame, your family or your job scene.
Hobbs, you walked out of here and you're finished at Greenway. You're finished.
Or may
boy.
I forever be a guy in a suit behind a desk for every movie I'm in. And they search for Buddy.
Yeah.
Don't do it, George. You have a wonderful life.
That's Buddy Clarence.
Oh, screw it. He can jump.
Oh, jeez. What?
He randomly runs.
What was that? Was that like part of... Okay, that was. Sorry. I thought my video clocked out.
Into Santa, whose sleigh is running low on magic because not enough people are believing.
Will you fix it for me, buddy?
I'll try.
Okay, so I am impressed how quickly this film went by. Like, when we got to this point, I was kind of shocked we were here already. But on that note, this climax kind of drags. They're stuck in a visually dull area where either just looking at people looking at sled, or looking at people looking at people looking at a sled, or looking at people looking at people looking at people looking at a sled. Why is this exciting?
I know you may be a little chemically imbalanced, but you've been right about a lot of things.
That's a look Will Ferrell gives after being called chemically imbalanced a lot. Oh, and we randomly have villains all of a sudden.
Only the Central Park Rangers now remain in the park.
Central Park Ranger.
These forces are highly trained, but rarely see action. Some accuse them of being
Are they supposed to be a reference to the Horsemen of the Apocalypse, I'm guessing?
Did Favreau think this was his first Marvel movie? I wish Mickey Rourke was this threatening in Iron Man 2.
I mean, yeah. He wishes he could be.
Then throw your flaming pumpkins at him.
Honey, he's in the park with Santa. The sleigh won't fly because there's no Christmas spirit.
There's no Christmas spirit because people are terrified of Zoe's death glare. Your eyes are like Cyclops. Keep them closed. Keep them closed.
Yeah. I mean, she does look. She's got like the Powerpuff Girl eyes, just really big. Also, she's looking at him like, hold on. She's like, what the hell are you talking about? That's what she looks like. She's like, what the hell? I mean,
that's why you're phoning in this third act.
Best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not.
My God, such a booming voice of indifference would silence any New York street corner on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, sure.
She gets everybody singing, and the news records it because they don't report the news anymore. They just kind of leave the camera on and hope something happens.
Isn't that what news is like now? Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's not that far-fetched.
Exactly. Okay, you agree with me.
Is the only thing stopping the sleigh from taking flight. Because Elf, I don't know.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Whoa!
Yeah, one deconpitation later.
You know, this is one other thing I kind of have with Christmas movie moments like this. It's like, it's apparently like it just takes the cheer of a small amount of people. I mean, yeah, this is a small spot in New York, which would have a lot of people, but does it really, like, when there's low on cheer, like, isn't that accounting for everybody in the world who celebrates Christmas? Like, specifically the people who celebrate? So why would a small group of people be enough to get it jump-started? I don't know, it's always something I curiously had. It doesn't matter, though.
Guess somebody asked for the Polar Express soundtrack this Christmas. I knew Deschanel was a CG puppet in all this. Santa delivers a Merry Christmas, Buddy's dad writes a children's book that becomes a slightly less annoying Broadway musical, and our two main characters' complete lack of chemistry gives birth to a baby girl. I was in this. I don't know, it wasn't funny. Bye. And that was Elf. I get why a lot of people don't like it. There's a lot of things I don't like about it. But it works just enough for me. Yes, the writing could be a lot funnier, and it has its fair share of awkward moments, but the performances of Ferrell and Caan do eventually pull it through. When Ferrell seems sincere, it really works, and when he reaches too far for a joke, Caan is there to pull it back to where it gets a laugh again.
Okay.
Make no mistake, if I had to watch it over and over year after year, it'd probably get on my nerves too. But as a once-in-a-while flick, I think it's serviceable enough.
It hasn't done that.
It's not one of my personal favorites, but I remember having a good enough time where I say, I'm not going to watch this every year, but maybe every 5 years. 10, every 10 years. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
Speaking of which, how's our disciple Elf doing?
I don't think he's good. Not at all.
I now pronounce you disciple and wife.
What the hell did I miss?
Exactly.
Critic, this is Zoe. I met her today and now we're married.
Hello.
Why?
You did all that in the past 20 minutes.
It was love at first sight. She screamed. She stalked me in the shower. She screamed. She ran around in circles. She screamed.
My God.
It was magic.
And Malcolm, are you licensed to marry anyone?
No, but they didn't seem to care.
Cub, darling.
Let
me sing okayish.
There's a lot of problems now with this.
You have ears.
She's so romantic.
My God. Oh, okay.
What, they can beam away?
I don't know.
Are they aliens and not elves?
Hey, Michael, are you okay?
Okay, that's a weird sound to play off.
It's cameo for.
All right. Well, that was a good crit. I agree. It's correct. Yeah, that James has done a bit of an excessive part with being overexpressive and stuff, and I get how that kills an audience as well as quickly as it grabs it. But yeah, I mean, I think it's okay. I mean, I get that he's trying to be a little kid, mentally, as elves. I mean, that's the whole point of the movie, just being a super jolly elf that you see in cartoon town. And I mean, I think it did better than what Doug did, but I completely understand Doug's reaction to it. Yeah, it does get a bit awkward and a bit strange, and it's kind of funny to see what it really looks like or how it looks like from someone else. But I still think this movie was pretty good, honestly. I mean, it was fun to watch. It was fun to see behind the scenes, and the effects, still stayed pretty good, I think. And as for Doug's critique, I definitely agree that, yeah, there's awkward moments, but it still pulls through, and ultimately, I do love the dad's reactions to Buddy. And he's, how he's just what the what? Every time something happens on screen, it's just, what? And I didn't realize that the love interest character was actually was very baby doll eyed, which was very weird. Again, she got the eyes of a Powerpuff Girl. It's crazy. Well, anyways, but I think this is a good video. Very good satire on Elf. I still love the movie. I get the point. I hope you guys liked the reaction. I know I sure liked this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to Nostalgia Critic. Make sure to check out my other reaction videos. Make sure to like and subscribe to my reaction videos as well. If you'd like me to watch more Nostalgia Critic, let me know in the comments below. If you have any recommended videos you want me to watch, email me in the email below, or tell me in the comments below, and I will get to them as soon as I can. I am open to all kinds of different videos, but I have some base ones I do. I always do SMG4, I always do Nostalgia Critic, I occasionally do Terminal Montage. So let me just let me know. I'm gonna try and do more Christmas stuff. I'm actually thinking of doing a reaction to one Christmas movie that I believe is actually fully out now. I'll actually hint at to what it specifically is later if you guys are interested. But let me know. I need to know this if I'm gonna do it. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the reaction, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!